here, Sanjay Dutt and the Amazing Red are going to have a best 2 out of 3 series of matches to try to take my belt.
Oh, man, as he went for the insecurity kick right there and missed it. Look at this. Sanjay Dutt's got a rip. Quick roll out. There he got it. He got the win. He takes the first step in the series. Here in front of us, Mike. Here goes Sanjay Dutt.
Went for the Hindu press off the top, didn't connect. Red quickly back up to his feet.
Oh, Amazing Red got it right here. He can.
He calls that the red spike. And then the red start press. 2. Got it. He got it.
Oh, Red got it. Oh, he nailed him. 1, 2, 3.
The winner of the match and the new #1 contender for the X Division Championship of the world, the Amazing Red.
Oh, what? Kazarian's like he's in there trying to steal his. Oh, come on. A little over the top.
Yeah, this is real heartfelt.
A little over the top. I mean, if you want to congratulate him, but don't try to take your spotlight away.
Extending the hand for the handshake.
Oh, look at this.
Kazarian then pulls him a little bit closer, gets right in his face.
Oh, he's trying to intimidate Amazing Red. I'm going to tell you something. We've seen Amazing Red in that ring with Jerry Lynn, AJ Styles, Loki. Oh, yeah! Jerry Lynn! Amazing Red just kicks Kazarian right out of the ring.
He's not looking so cool now, is he?
Yes.
It's the first of our 3 championship matchups tonight. The X Division title is on the line, and let's go to the X Factors. To the bullet points, it was 3 pressure-packed matches in 3 straight weeks last month as Amazing Red prevailed over Sanjay Dutt to gain tonight's title shot. The last title defense for Kazarian back on April the 14th. Since then, he's been an interested observer. He's been waiting, he's been watching to see if it would be Red or Dutt as his next challenger. It's been over a year since he won the X Division title when he beat Kid Cash. Tonight, Amazing Red looks to spoil Kazarian's future and his present. Let's go to JB. The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall and is for the X Division Championship of the World. About to make his way to the ring from Brooklyn, New York. He is the challenger. This is the Amazing Red. It was late last year, and it was earlier this year that Amazing Red sidelined 5 months after knee surgery. The torn ACL, but since his return in March, we've watched his confidence level grow, match by match, and it peaked 2 weeks ago tonight when he earned this championship shot when he outlasted Sanjay Dutt in the best of 3. And his opponent, he is the current reigning and defending X Division champion of the world. This is Frankie Kazarian. You know, Don, just like we've watched Amazing Red's confidence level grow every week coming off the knee surgery, we've also seen the cockiness level of this man, Kazarian, reach new heights with every passing day as the X Division title holder. Self-proclaimed coolest man on the planet, but he better not overlook Red just because Kazarian owns an earlier win over the challenger.
Let me think about this, Mike. How cool is Kazarian going to be if he doesn't have the X Division belt around his waist?
And there's just the young man that can do it. Just turned 21 years of age from Brooklyn, New York, the Amazing Red to challenge for Kazarian's X Division gold. I want to remind you, it's this Friday, June the 4th, 3 p.m. TNA debuts its new national cable TV program, Impact. Check your local listings for the channel on your regional sports network, but whatever you do not miss it. Beginning this Friday, debuting June the 4th, it's Impact.
Amazing Red, you mentioned this guy has come so far. Former X Division champion, then he had the serious leg and the serious knee injury, fought himself back, had a shot at the title, lost it, had to work back with Sanjay Dutt, somebody who gave up being on a team in WA to go for the X Division crown. Red beat him in the best 2 out of 3. He's now back in that ring. He definitely doesn't have the ring rust that Kazarian might have, but Kazarian has a definite size advantage.
Has to be one of the questions that we ask about Kazarian. Is it going to be ring rust as a disadvantage, or possibly ring rest as an advantage to Kazarian, since he hasn't put up the title since mid-April? And of course, the 30-day rule has been waived charged in. Kazarian gets with the elbow. Both men go for the drop kick. Kazarian springing off the middle rope. And I guess Red got a little bit the better of it.
Amazing Red was prepared for it. You know he has been planning on this and planning on this from the day that
Keep your eye on Red, because Red's going to fly.
Here he goes.
Yeah! Oh, man! Talk about the adrenaline. He'll dive over the top by Red. Yeah, he crashed into Kazarian, but he had to be careful because he almost overshot the target.
But did you notice how he used his leg right there? Watch this on the replay. He uses his leg to stop the rail. Look at that. He catches himself with the leg on the rail that keeps him going into it. Great presence of mind by Amazing Red. Think about it. This is the guy that just came off severe knee surgery 6 months ago, and you see him going right at it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's bothering him in the least. Snaps off a Hurricane Rana out on the arena floor here at the Asylum.
Oh, this X Division title is so important in TNA. I mean, it's what TNA was almost founded on. The no limits of the X Division, and it's so important to these guys. And when you are the X Division champion, you have a special place in TNA.
Kazarian out on the arena floor trying to slow down the offensive of Amazing Red. Not having much success. Oh, but he did that time. Red charged at him, left himself wide open. Kazarian went for the kick. That time, he went to spring in to try and get a DDT, but Red moved out of the way.
Boy, that takes a little of the cool out of you. He's kicking the cool right out of him right there.
That's the second time that Red has been one full step ahead of Kazarian.
Oh, look at this. Amazing Red is prepared. Oh, did he get it? No. Wait a minute.
Oh, Kazarian power. Oh, man. And drops him down overhead.
Oh, it looks like Red might have landed on his arm. You can see him pushing in pain right there.
And Kazarian, I believe, senses it as well, that he's got a weakened or possibly even a wounded challenger.
I'll tell you what, Amazing Red came out so fired up. Kazarian didn't get a chance to catch his breath. Now he's slowing this thing down. He's grounding Red.
Exactly.
Which is a good move. Keeping him down, keeping him low, and just look at him extending with the knee into the back.
That's the key. That's really the key. The chin lock is one thing to neutralize Amazing Red, but at the same time, adding pressure with the knee to the back. Red able to turn it around on Kazarian.
Well, Kazarian's going to use his weight every time he gets a chance. He knows that's his big advantage out there. He doesn't have the speed of Red, but he definitely has the weight advantage. And man, the force of the kick on Red right there. Golly, that just knocked the wind right out of him.
It was great extension of the leg by Kazarian. Red springing, charging off the ropes, and Kazarian just took him right down to the mat. Now going to shoot him off. Fires him diagonal into the corner. As you see the replay. Wow, what a stiff kick by the champ.
Oh, man.
There's just nowhere for Red to go with that kind of a move. He's propped up in the corner, his back and his head, right next to the turnbuckles. Kazarian crashes down. Now goes for the pin, leg hook. Just a 2 count from referee Mike Posey.
I mean, think about it, Mike. Amazing Red had no place to go. He was stuck against the ropes, and when Kazarian brought the kick on him, there's nothing to shock the blow. I'll tell you something. Kazarian may be cocky, Kazarian may be arrogant, but one thing Kazarian is a good wrestler. He's the X Division champion, and he earned it. Oh, but Red, a little payback.
Well, that time, Kazarian left himself wide open. Red caught him in. Gonna try and take him down.
Oh, look at this.
That's it. That's the power. That's the strength on. You've been talking about it all match. It's Kazarian's obvious advantage, and boy, did he use the edge and power. He just overwhelmed Red that time.
I mean, Red looked like he had some momentum going right there, but Kazarian, here he goes to the pin. No. Kazarian just stopped it mid-move. It was almost like slow motion there for a minute. How he just stopped and then used his strength and turned him back around and slammed Red down.
Kazarian consents that the matchup is turned in his favor. He's got Red draped neck and throat first across that top steel cable.
I've just heard Kazarian look over at Jeremy Borash and said, "I'm cooler than you." He looked at the referee, said, "I'm cooler than you." One thing about it, he hasn't lost his perspective.
Look,
look
almost
at
lost
this.
his balance.
Oh, man, no, he went sky high.
Yeah, he regained his balance, hit the leg drop, hooked the bar leg, but only able to get a near fall.
You know,
only able to get a 2 count on Red.
I mentioned it, Mike. Don't overlook the talent. I know you're not, but I mean, anybody, don't overlook the talent of Kazarian because you saw it right there. He messed up on the rope, was able to regain his balance and keep his focus.
That's why he is, as you've mentioned, the reigning X Division champion, and the title belt is on the line. Reversal by Red. Kazarian shot off, able to float over Red. Caught him one time with the kick. Red was ready for it, didn't catch him that. Red's going to try and spike him. Spiked him with a DDT. That time, Red used the ropes to combat compensate, maybe overcompensate for the power advantage and the strength advantage that Kazarian has. That even things off.
I mean, we've seen Red do it twice now. We've seen him use his foot when he went over the ring ropes into the rail. He used his foot to shock his blow against the rails. He used the ropes that time to get him a little extra spring and a little extra momentum. That's what you got to do. You got to think. I was going to say on your feet, but he was up in the air. You've got to be thinking at all times, because in a match like this with two equal competitors, you've got to look for just one little thing that the other one's not looking for.
Mid-ring exchange. Duck in the clothesline by Red. Takes down Kazarian. Point of the elbow. Driven into the chest of the champ. Red shoots Kazarian off. Good elevation. Cut him with a back body drop.
Amazing Red. Oh! He just took the headband off, and that's why he's Amazing Red. Not just because of the pants, you can see the hair. Oh, he's on fire. There he goes.
And throwing.
Here we go.
No chance.
Two. No.
How close can you get?
Unbelievable. The Amazing Red was this close.
I thought we had a new X Division champion. Gotta take another look.
This. Here he goes.
Overwhelms him, powers him down. Look how quickly. You know what? It was when he had to turn him back over. That was the total difference in the match.
It gave Kazarian just enough time, but a Red going for another one.
Code Red!
Got it!
No, he went for the Code Red, but only able to get a 2 count.
Oh, he's got to be thinking, what have I got to do? He can't have many of those left. I mean, Kazarian is showing his resilience. He's showing his strength, because that's all he's doing is fighting out of it with sheer willpower.
What's next in Amazing Red's bag of tricks? Charges at Kazarian.
Oh, look at that. Just kind of walked the dog and it kicked him right in the face.
Walked right up his chest and then one little extra kick for good measure.
Oh,
doubling. He's got his feet on the ropes.
Oh, man. Thank God it didn't go that way.
Red was able to kick out despite Kazarian using the extra leverage. Posey had no idea that Kazarian was using the ropes for the leverage. Clothesline.
Oh, nice kick by Red to the back of the head.
Caught him with the enziguri. What's going to be next?
He got it!
Red Star Blast! Count! He went for the standing shooting star, the Red Star Press, but only able to get a 2 count.
Oh, again we see, as we have mentioned so many times, Mike, it's the strength of Kazarian, the one advantage that he has. He's used it so many times, and you hear Red speak.
Little personality.
He speaks
From Amazing Red.
He told Kazarian what he thought of him.
Kazarian set him up.
Oh, he nails him.
718. Yeah, that's the area code in Brooklyn, New York. Red's home. Here on him on 718. What's the next move?
Here he goes, Red. He knows the crowd's ready. This is his chance. Kazarian's wobbly. Oh, wait a minute.
He went for the springboard, but Kazarian leaned against the ropes and Red crashed down to the mat.
Oh,
Wave of the future. Period. 1, 2.
No.
And still, X Division champion of the world, Frankie Kazarian.
No.
How close did he come?
Oh, Red, you know what he did? Red got so caught up in the emotion.
We've never seen him like that.
No, we heard him yell. He was so close. Frankie Kazarian saw the opportunity.
Well, you're right. In the end, it was the power, it was the strength, and it was the wave of the future as Kazarian retains the X Division.